Hi everyone, I am here talking Wellness Connection and I'm with Mark Tesoro of Lee County's Trauma Center. Let's find out more about how he'll be presenting in Wellness Connection. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So your presentation is called What is a Trauma Center? Can you tell our residents what you do and then a little bit about the presentation?
My role at the Trauma Center is as an analyst and as an educator. And what I do is I look at trends that come through the Trauma Center to see what programs we can develop to bring those numbers down. And a trauma center is a very unique facility. It's not like an emergency room. People assume that a trauma center is an emergency room, and they're two very, very different kinds of facilities.
Okay, now without giving too much away, because we want everyone to come and see you on October 29th, can you tell us what is the difference between that?
Well, a trauma center, for example, there's only one trauma center between Tampa and Miami, Sarasota and Miami, and we're it. So it's a blessing to have us there. But what a trauma center does, it covers multiple regions. So we cover Lee, Collier, Charlotte, Hendry, Glades, and it's emergency life or death care. An emergency room is good for stabilizing people, and we rely on all of our emergency rooms to help stabilize folks, but very often when they're stabilized, they're transferred over to us. And often, when you see a car crash on the news or something like that, that helicopter that goes up comes to our facility.
Now, where is your facility located?
That is in Lee Memorial Hospital, the original Lee Memorial Hospital, downtown Fort Myers.
Okay, so when residents attend your program, what will they take away?
Well, I mean, I think it's good to know what to expect. God forbid something does happen. You have an idea. An emergency room is very much, I don't know if you've ever attended an emergency. Have you been to an emergency room?
Many times.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Long stay or short stay typically at an emergency?
Very short stay for, yeah.
Yeah, really? No, usually there's longer stays.
Okay.
It's like a long stay in an emergency room, typically. A trauma center is the exact opposite. A trauma center, when you're in a trauma alert, you are the only customer. In an emergency room, you're one of many people that show up, right? So in a trauma center, when you're a trauma alert, they actually bring out the Marines and they bring the helicopter out and they fly you in, and you are the only person, and a team meets you at the facility, and it is intensive care. So there's a difference between that kind of emergency care that's that intensive in life or death versus an emergency room stay where you're the next person in line, kind of.
Well, I know this is going to be very educational, and I know none of us want to experience the trauma center, but...
Right, but it's good to know kind of what to expect.
Absolutely.
God forbid something does happen. And it's good to know what facilities and resources are available.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for being here with me today. And if you're interested in coming out to this Wellness Connection program, What is a Trauma Center? You'll learn more. It's October 29th at 1:15 in the Social Center. Let's not miss out on that. Thanks again, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye now. Stay well.